breaking news, breaking news. We got Eagles breaking news, and of course it happens as I'm uploading my video for the day. John Ross, the player, the wide receiver who had a tryout during rookie camp, has signed a 1-year deal. Now, John Ross, we all know, has tremendous speed. He never lived up to his billing in the NFL so far. The last time he played was with the Giants in 2021. He had a whopping 11 catches. Now, I think this is a fine move for depth, but I can't be sure that John Ross is going to make this team. He briefly signed with the Chiefs last year and then ended up retiring. So we'll see what John Ross could do. I don't think it hurts the Eagles at all to bring him in. I do like his speed a lot, and we'll find out. Now, without further ado, I've got to go to the doctors. I'm late. I got to get there because, I got to get yelled at about my weight. So without further ado, here's the video. Everything that needs to happen for the Eagles is happening, and Jalen Carter just confirmed the two big questions I have for this defense going into this season. Everything is clicking on all cylinders, and when the iron is hot, Howie must strike. Yo, by the way, keep Dingbat here, and everything, just about everything for the Eagles this offseason is going perfectly. From free agency to the draft, now even in OTAs, and what we're seeing from the players and what we're seeing from the coaches asking of the players. It is a totally different feel, isn't it? You go to a Cowboys channel like Mark Holmes, it's like 8 videos about Dak Prescott, about, Trey Lance is going to get a chance to play, and just denial nonsense crap. And then you come to an Eagles channel, and we got things positive. Positive things to talk about. And it's not just who we sign, who we get, but it's just the overall chemistry. It's the overall feel. It's what we're seeing from the players and the way that they seem to be getting along and forming bonds as a team. It's the coaching staff. For an example, we just heard over the course of a few months, but we just heard the other day that a Dolphin player take a shot at Vic Fangio, kind of saying basically, the players really didn't like him, and we got this new coordinator. We're much happier with him right now. So what happens? Eagle fans start to worry. Well, we're hearing that Jalen Ramsey didn't like Vic Fangio, and some of the Miami Dolphin players didn't like Vic Fangio, and it turns out that that's not really an issue for the Eagles. The Eagles apparently are not as soft as the Miami Dolphins. Hey, listen, when you play in Miami and you get the weather you get the town that you get the beach, the nightlife, all those kind of things, I think a lot of players just love the idea of being there and in that city more than, trying to win. I'm not saying all of them, but there's a lot. And I think there's truth to that. So I could see an old school guy like Vic Fangio get there and get frustrated with the whole thing. But what I'm liking is guys like Darius Slayer coming forward saying he likes Fangio, he likes what he's seen, he ain't worried about anything that happened in Miami. And then you get comments from Jalen Carter, who I think really, I think he's the guy you have to build your defense around. But this is what Jalen Carter said about Vic Fangio.
Old school, man. He's fun to talk to. He's a good coach. I heard a lot of good news about him. I was in Miami working out, so I had a couple Miami players out there. I was talking to them, so I heard a lot of good news, and they said a lot of good stuff.
So there you go. Jalen Carter, he likes the old school coach. He likes that old school mentality. He kind of came up with it in high school. So that's a very good thing. I think Vic Fangio, personality-wise, I think he's more apt to fit a team like the Philadelphia Eagles than a team like the Miami Dolphins. Now, will every player like him? Will there not be any? No, I'm not saying all that. But the majority of the players seem like that they like him, and that's very important. And to me, it's not just about it is about what players. It's not just about how many, but the main players. Your main stars, your main guys, your main horses, your main starters, they got to like them. And so far, so good. So I'm good with that. We'll see how it goes. Fangio usually He does a good job with finding pass rushers, and he does a good job with finding guys to play good in the secondary. And you know our secondary is stocked. I mean, we've already seen what Mitchell and DeJean can do. I mean, they're already turning heads at camp, making plays, breaking things up, double moonwalk and Mark Holmes' ass. All right. While their digs for the Cowboys coming on his crutches, oh, I'm going to get better. Our boys are out there making plays already. All right, you got DeJean just not lining up in a slot. He took more snaps, they said, outside than he did inside. He's already playing all over the place. You couldn't ask for a better offseason than we're having right now. From, like I said, free agency, the draft, now in OTAs. I mean, I love some of the things I'm hearing about OTAs, okay? Not everything's perfect, but for the most part, I'm really happy with the things I'm hearing. For example, speaking, since we're just talking about Jalen Carter, I mean, what about his comments on Jordan Davis? I mean, he's confirming what we've kind of saw at the, at the Eagles, their fundraiser that they did for autism. When we saw the picture of Jordan Davis, he looks like he's 35 pounds ahead of me, that's for sure. But he said he's in great condition. Listen, you don't hear from me. Hear it from the man's mouth. This is what Jalen Carter said about Jordan Davis.
His conditioning, have you been working with him in this offseason with that?
Yeah, we do. Everything I see us doing here is what we do. A lot of players do a lot of extra. So probably right now he might be still out there doing extra while I'm over here talking to you guys. But, they do a lot of stuff off the scene and stuff that probably I don't see. But right now I see he's very conditioned.
I mean, that's a great sign. And let me say this. Jordan Davis may be in big shape. He may be doing things afterwards and the extra work that he needs to do to be in shape. But Jalen Carter looks pretty damn good himself. He looks like he's in shape himself. So those two guys play really good this year. This whole defense is going to take off. It will take off. And so, there's nothing, in my opinion, with the Eagles right now to be negative. Well, you're too positive. How can I not be positive? How can I not be? They haven't given me any reason to not be. Okay? People say, well, how can you be so confident in the offense? It did struggle last year. You got a new coach, new system, quarterback is healthy, and you just added a running back to an already great offense. So I have no worries about the offense. The only thing I worry about the offense is the wide receiver 3 position. But guess what? First day at OTAs, Paris Campbell stands out. That's good. We want to hear his name. Just like on defense. You know whose name I wanted to hear about at OTAs? You know who I want to hear about during the offseason, going to preseason? You know the name I want to hear besides Carter and Davis? I'll tell you, and the rookies too, but Devin White. I want to hear Devin White's out there doing stuff. What do we get? Huge pass breakup versus Saquon Barkley. I mean, these guys... Right now, the Eagles are firing on all cylinders. And I have a theory, right? Here's my theory, and this is crazy. But right now is a time to strike again. Right now, while everything's going good, while you're hot, strike again. Howie, get on the phone. Start calling these mother humpers up. Bing, bang, 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 boom. Hey, listen, I was calculating the calculations of the cornbread by the gravitation of the rotation of the earth at 1,000 miles at the equator, but it's lesser in Toronto, but somehow people don't get dizzy when they land. Now, I have an offer for a trade, and I would like to make a trade for a wide receiver. Something like that. I mean, do it. Or linebacker. Right now, when everything's going good, that's when you strike. That's when you strike, Howie. It's like a band, right? Let's say you're in a band, or you're a rock star, a rapper, whatever it is, and you're writing an album. And for whatever reason, you have just certain times you see groups they just put out an album, and for whatever reason, every song is great. Every song is great. And then they come out with another album, and it's like it all sucks. But right now, it's great. And when you're in that window where everything is just everything you write, every song you write is great, just write. I don't know why they just don't write 30 songs. Just keep writing them. Don't have to use them all right away, but just keep writing them because you're in a groove. That's how I feel with the Eagles. You're in a groove right now. You had a great free agency. You did a great job with your coaching staff. You did a great job in the draft. You're now in OTAs, and everything that could possibly go right is going right at OTAs. Now's the time for Howie to strike. You got $27 million in cap space. Look at this team. See where you could get better and add depth or potential starter, and go get them. Whether it's another linebacker, whether you want to go out and you want to get a third wide receiver, now's the time. Do it while you're in that mode, because when it sucks sometimes and you hit bottom like the Cowboys, it gets brutal. It gets brutal, but everything is going right. And we got one more day of practice too, you know. And I loved hearing Saquon Barkley, and I loved hearing what he was saying about playing with Jalen Hurts, and about, you know, just crazy that, you know, when he gets in the huddle, all the guys are in there. This is what he said. The biggest thing that struck me is my first 7-on-7 huddle. 7-on-7 huddle. You see A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts. That's not a bad group to be out there with, and that's not even including the offensive linemen. And here's the thing. They're all signed. All those guys pretty much are signed longer than Saquon Barkley is signed. So he is going to have them for his entire contract, this first contract with the Eagles. If he stays and he resigns, then they'll be longer. But right now, we are in a really, really interesting, good position. Everything seems to be working out. Now, listen, you got to go and you got to play the games, and the pads haven't come. I get all those things, but if I had to check the box on all the things that I would like to see, I'm pretty much seeing it. You know, I'm pretty much seeing it. If there was something I'm not, I would say I want to see Isaiah Rodgers in the slot. To me, that's a big deal. But I mean, even on special teams, it's like you've now got guys that can return kicks besides just Britton Covey. I mean, matter of fact, John McMullen said this: Britton Covey and Cooper DeJean were handling punt returns, and Anaya Smith was watching and will get involved when he's healthy. Anaya Smith can do punt returns. Cooper DeJean, Isaiah Rodgers, and Covey. So now all of a sudden you've gone from really one guy and nobody that could do kickoff returns to 4 guys. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like we're just hitting on all cylinders right now. Everything is gold. Everything we touch is turning to gold. Knock on wood, cross your fingers, whatever. But it is. And that's why, if I'm Howie Roseman, if I'm writing that album, I am writing and writing and writing and coming up with as many songs as I possibly can while I'm in this groove. Make as many moves as you need to make to put the best team on the field, because everything he's doing is turning to gold. This has been one of my favorite off seasons ever. Okay, I think about the year we got Terrell Owens. I think even the year we got A.J. Brown a few years ago. The 2017 when we go out and we build a Super Bowl team, even though I didn't expect that team to win a Super Bowl that year. I'll be honest. I said the Eagles would probably be a wild card team, maybe compete for the division. Because if you remember, the Giants were the big favorites to win that division. I thought we would be, playoff team somewhere in there. I didn't expect us to be what we were. 2004 I did. The year we got A.J. Brown going into 2022, I knew we were going to be really good, and I expected more from last year. This year is right up there with those, but not just the same way. It's not just like we had a great free agency period, but the draft was so. No, we killed it in free agency. We killed it in the draft, and now we're killing it in OTAs with the way everything seems to be working out, the way the players are being utilized, the way the players are coming together as a team and bonding, the way Jordan Davis and these guys are going out and getting in shape. Everything that is going good for this team is going good right now, and the Eagles have to take advantage of it. Strike while the iron is hot. With that said, the last day of OTAs for this period, there's still a couple more to come. But with that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it. Dallas still stinks.
Come on, guys.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
over. It's over. This game is over. Cut it off. It's over. Fuck. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to feed the Lamb. Trying to feed the Lamb. You tried to feed the Lamb. You got to give it to C. Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking it. Cut it off. It's over. Fuck.
Dude, what the fuck? The Cooper! The flying
Oh my
Frenchman!
god. Oh my god.
C'est bon!
C'est bon!
Interception! I'm dizzy. We did it. We transformed the Philadelphia Eagles secondary. We now have a secondary that is going to be good for years to come. Because one, we got Quinyon Mitchell, but we also got the flying Frenchman, Cooper DeJean. That's right. The flying Frenchman, Cooper DeJean. C'est bon. Oh, here's another interception. That's right. Cooper DeJean is about to dominate the NFL. Can't wait to see him out on the field. And if you're like me and you thought this was a great move by the Eagles and you support this pick, then you definitely want to check out this shirt. The Cooper DeJean Flying Frenchman shirt. Look at this thing. You can see him in midair, flying through the air, transforming to an eagle. That's right. Cooper DeJean is here. Link is in the description. Get your shirt now while you can, because Cooper DeJean is about to take the Eagles to another level. Denzel Washington, out.